Ahem. Ahem. Hello. Good morning. I am back for a stream. Let me get set up here. I think we're gonna do building stuff, build more refactors. I think. Methinks so. Methinks so. Stream. God, I hate that guy. Ugh. Hello, please. Stream settings. Hello. And YouTube is so slow to like start up sometimes, to like actually get the data. Okay, so last couple times, let's recap. Last couple times I streamed, I was doing, most recent one was the equipment refactor. I have, since the last stream, I have finished that, solved the issues. We're in a good state now. We also refactored inventory, so we no longer have actor components for either of these, which is really nice. I was just watching in Shawnee B's stream, he mentioned garbage collecting U objects, and I was like, you know what, that's another actual bonus of not having components, is that there's nothing to garbage collect either, which is nice. Bad Edits, hello, welcome in. Good morning. Good morning. So yeah, I have some other things here, and in doing so, in doing these other refactors, I kind of did refactor the item. It's still a U object, and I still think that I want to get rid of that because of the aforementioned garbage collection, and also just because it doesn't really make that much sense anymore. We're going away from object-oriented programming, which I love. I love that for me. I love that for me. Ewan, welcome. Good morning. Yes, Refactor Man is back. I think we're going to be doing some more refactoring, so you were in the right place. But I did do a little bit of the item refactor, a little bit. Like, they're all in the entity system now. Like, every my item object pointer has an entity, and it is registered. I can look it up in the entity system, but it's just storing the object pointer in the ECS, so it works. Everything works. I'm pretty sure everything works. But I can kind of kick this down the road a little bit. It's not super necessary anymore. What's more necessary is getting buildings refactored, and this is something that's been on my list for a hot freaking minute. Hot freaking minute. So right now, the way my building system has evolved, let's go ahead and open up building object actor, if I can actually spell it. We're gonna pin that bad boy. Close the rest of these as well. Let's get a clean workspace. No whammies. Okay, so building object actors. So the way my building system started was maybe building component. Dude, I cannot spell, man. I need to get warmed up. Close other tabs. So it was I think it was called the Easy Building System. It was like a free plugin. It was a free plugin. And it worked, pretty nice. It was entirely in Blueprints though. And it is organized, but Blueprints are just kind of like hard to organize at scale. So I have been steadily putting in my own functionality and moving some of the existing functionality into C++ and deleting some of the other functionality. So it's kind of a ship of Theseus at this point. Like, is it still the Easy Building System, or is it Drong's building system? I don't know. After this, it probably will be mine. Yamio, welcome. You have Blueprints. Yeah. But as a part of that system, each building is an actor, is spawned as an actor. And I don't need that in my life. Especially if I'm going to have buildings all over the world. It's gonna be a lot better for me to have them as an instanced static mesh component. They should all have nanite, so no need for the hierarchical instant static mesh component. That's gonna be kind of a pain. I think I may still have like the blueprint building be, well, no, because there's gonna be a lot of those being placed. There's going to be a lot of those. Maybe just the one that the player is dragging around and like aiming, like the what do I call that? The placement blueprint. Maybe that is still an actor, just because it's only it's like a transient thing, and we don't actually ever on that. But yeah, these buildings do have entities to them, so they are somewhat a part of the entity system, but they could be more so. And I think I needed that for colonist priorities. So I think I need to change this building object actor just directly into an instant static mesh and start changing stuff. I think first of all, maybe like I need to get all this data for the individual building into ECS. Construction progress widget. There's an interesting one. So I have a widget component that shows the construction project. It would be nice to use the Lyra indicators rather than the widget component. Draconin, welcome. Morning. Although the Lyra indicators I am not super well versed in. I just kind of slapped them in my project. And also, they're broken. Also, I haven't seen them in quite some time on my characters. So, construction progress widget. Yeah, I think maybe just having a custom Lyra indicator would be nice. Is that a part of this? That kind of seems like a stretch goal. It would be nice to not have, maybe I just like ignore construction progress and circle back around to it after everything else is working. Building data, this is data table information, so that's already nice and packaged up. We do have like belongs to colony, owned by, assigned to, is blueprint, is built. All these bools can be ECS tags. Resource requirements, that let me see that, because do we populate that with just data table information? That resource requirements, or is this like the storage? What is resource requirements? That required, okay, so set required resources. Yeah, I just set them. Oh no, I like kind of tabulate them. I loop through the resources, which is a struct not of my making. So much of this needs to be changed. Oh boy, we're in for like a fucking 2-week journey here. I'm gonna guess it's gonna take like 2 weeks for me to get through. There's so much cruff in here, like this resource type. I don't think, actually it does seem to match, but I guess I probably edited that easy building system struct or whatever. Yeah, it seems to be that this is like the running total. I thought it had like an inventory as well. So I think maybe get needed resources. Yeah, so I can iterate through and look it up. Set required resources. Is that used from anywhere else? No, it's only there. So yeah, this would never happen as far as I know. Hang on, let me see where else this is used. Yeah, no, that would never, that condition would never happen. Yeah, even more crusty code. Ew. So even required resources, I think, could be refactored. Resource requirements. Oh, this is changed in 8 blueprints as well. Hang on. Oh, I'm reading from this as well. Oh, here's where I add to it. Okay. Even that is a larger refactor. So it looks like I'm in for... Yeah, I probably need to refactor all of the data first. That'll be what I'm in for. Num required supports. Oof. Yeah, the big problem here... Okay, so what I want to think about before I dive into this is we are using inheritance quite a bit here. Ah, let me think about this. Oh man, this is gonna be a lot. Okay, so all these arrows represent sockets for where the buildings attach to each other. Oh man, I spent so much time on that. I mean, I guess with an instant static mesh component, I think I just need the instant static mesh component. Yeah, this just changes into the instant static mesh. There's going to be an instant static mesh building actor that is going to be of a specific type of building. That's what this is going to be, what I'm looking at here. So we're still going to have an actor. It's just going to be one actor per building type. So we're still going to have that inheritance. Now these sockets, I mean, you can put sockets directly on a static mesh. It's not a super nice interface, though. That would be such a pain to replicate all this in there. Oh boy, do I not want to do this? Oh boy. Is there a way I can have like a default instance in the ISMC actor? But then how would I put all these like sockets and stuff on it? I mean, I guess I would put the default instance in here to spawn this thing so I could see it. And then I would have all these sockets. And I guess I would just need to get the relative location of all of them when I'm like looking to attach and socket stuff together. I'd have to get the relative location and then apply it to the, oh God, even more 3D math. Oh, I'm gonna mess that up so much, aren't I? I think it's possible though. I think it's possible. Let me just like, let me real quick add an instance. Static mesh. Wrong one, and also add that on the root. Instant static mesh. Foundation. Then let me just like hide this one. Boom. Okay. Start with component tick enabled. Yeah, so I could just, yeah, I can just add an instance there. And then I guess I would just need to make sure I clear instances when it spawns or something like that. Although having the default one in there would be good for the blueprints. So like when the player's like placing the building, it needs to be in like a blueprint placement mode where it moves around with the cursor. But then when it's actually placed, the blueprint, it's still like in blueprint mode, it's just not moving around. I don't know if that would be like two different actors or not. I think that can work though. I think that can work. Okay, let's delete this for now. Turn that back on. Okay, so I think that makes sense. I think all that will work. It's gonna be an absolute giga pain in the fucking ass to accomplish though. It's gonna be a lot of work. So I think I'm in for like, I'm gonna guess 2 weeks of refactoring until I get done with building stuff. I'm just gonna guess. First step of that is getting all of the data separated from the actor. And so we're going to be creating a lot of entity data. Let's think about how to... Let's think about how to organize this. We can, I was saying we can create a bunch of tags. That'll be nice. That'll be nice and easy. Let's go public data. Should I start putting more stuff in there? No, data's like non-entity data. We'll do this one. File. Let me look over here. File. New. This is going to be, what's the name of the software? This is Writer by JetBrains. It's an Unreal Engine IDE. So the tag is going to be building is blueprint. Tag. Let me take something out of that. What's the best language to start programming? Is that a serious question, Yemio? I think you know the answer to that. I think you're memeing on me. Building is blueprint tag. Or let me say is building blueprint. I like that nomenclature better. So create that. And we'll want another one. I need to see what I'm doing now. Building is built. I guess if it's not a blueprint, then it is built, right? Well, it could be destroyed. Well, let's just, we'll replicate the functionality and then decide later what we need to do. I am memeing. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Building is built. No, I did is building built. Yeah. Is construction allowed tag dot h as all required resources dot h tag dot h. Okay. Pragma include has all required resources tag generated. Okay, so give me that basically. Okay. Okay, so we have those tags now. Any other booleans we need here that I'm missing? You know, I think in C++ they usually put all the fields at the bottom of the file, which I hate. I hate that. I like them at the top. Assigned to, owned by, like building ownership. We'll call that one. Let's just build let's just get all these entity datas out of the way. Belongs to, so building colony data. Do I already have that? No, we just store it on the entity. On the building, rather. Okay, we'll need to do that one too. Building, we'll call this maybe like building ownership or something. Put both of those in the same one. Building priority. What keyboard switches, please? The sounds are from a virtual keyboard called Mech Vibes, but they use the same switches I have, which are Cherry Blues. Did you migrate to 5.7 and try the new features you're talking about of using a while ago, like voxel trees? I have. I tried it out a little bit, yeah. I haven't like battle tested it by any means. The one I've used the most is actually one I didn't know about, which was the Niagara Nanite Mesh Renderer, new in 5.7 experimental plugin. But that one I am now currently using to render my entities. You building nickname. And belong. I guess I'll put those in individual entity datas. Priority and resource requirements, I think I can put into the inventory. I think that one will change. Priority. Num required support. Do I actually use that? I do. I do. Oh, I'm sorry. I never finished reading your message. Also, thank you consistently doing this. You've really inspired me to pick up coding again at 31. Oh, nice. Hopefully I can find a job in this economy. Oh, yeah. Good luck. Good luck. It's gonna be hard to get into programming now. Never thought I would see the day. I think we have a severe... we have like a... I don't know if severe is the right word, but I think we have a lot of like programmers who aren't in it because they enjoy it. You know what I mean? And I think those people are going to not be around if they still are. Because like there's people who, like me, even if I wasn't if my job wasn't programming, I would be coming home and doing it. Clearly, I'm doing that now. It's like I love it. I enjoy it. So there are people who have a passion for programming and software engineering. But then it was the like, hey, just learn to code movement, and then every kid, went to college for it. And now and then AI happened, and now we have an overabundance of junior devs who cannot get jobs, even some more than junior. So hopefully that evens out, and all the people who are just in it, for the 9-to-5 job, make way for the people who are actually passionate about it. I have a passion for not coding. Yeah, well, maybe that could be that's a future too. We'll see if the VC funding can scale along with AI capabilities. Tried Nanite and Lumen stuff, but the performance is horrendous. But I don't need realistic environments, so I switched to forward renderer for way better performance. Nice. Yeah, I don't understand it fully, but yeah, the Lumen performance, I just ticked Lumen on and it was like an instant 20-30 FPS drop on my machine, 3080 Ti. Nanite, I do use Nanite. And I like that because I'm going to have a lot of shit spawned in my world, even though it's not like ultra realistic. The things you don't have to worry about when you're using Nanite are really nice. Like you don't, like the LOD code I would have had to have written for my entity representations would have been a pain. I would have to do like hierarchical static meshes for every single thing spawned in my world, auto LODs and stuff. So it's like, yeah, does it take an extra upfront couple milliseconds? Yeah. You are making the chunks and then processing Nanite. What do you mean by chunks there? But since AI, I stare at code most of the day. Did you not, you didn't write code before AI? Also, it has required resources, maybe doesn't need to be a word Boolean, but we'll see. I still don't write code. Last thing I remember is that you made your terrain using oh yeah, the terrain is not Nanite, but that's something I'm gonna revisit. So I have some resources for potentially making it Nanite. We'll see. Building my game engine pure with AI. Oh boy. My experience with the old school LOD is way better, but I get the ease of use of Nanite. I mean, it kind of depends on the scene, right? It really depends on the scene. It's not an apples to apples comparison, which is, I think, the trap that people, the YouTuber or the rage bait YouTubers use. Yeah, there are ways to build Nanite at runtime, though. I have found some sources. I haven't gotten around to it yet. Okay, let's start making some changes here. Or rather, I guess we need to continue with our entity data. We'll just call this building ownership entity data. What do I really want to put nickname in? Do I, or I feel like I should have some sort of name data already. Maybe not. Building name entity data. And then building colony data. What else do I need? Priority, building priority. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should just kind of lump these together, just like building info. I also need building data as well. There's a name there. How big is that? 528. Oh my god. That's a big boy. Yeah, I think putting that and... Although priority should probably be its own thing. That changes. The rest of them are defaults. Okay, we're gonna make a building. We'll just call it building entity data. Just the generic. Oh, that already exists. What is in there? Oh, it's the entity with the, okay. So we can just put stuff in there then. We'll put the rest of that in there. Priority, that, I do think that can be its own entity data. Although, let me think about this. I mean, maybe it would be better to just put this all in one struct. Interested in seeing images of the... Yeah, sure, you can share. Yeah, I could just put everything in the building entity data. It's not like I need to iterate over build. I mean, maybe I would want to, though. Maybe I would want to do some ECS processing, because like these... buildings would have attributes to them, right? They would have like health and stuff, so they could take damage. I would want to do that in a processor. Would I need any of this information? Or is this just like ad hoc lookup type stuff? If it's just ad hoc lookup type stuff, I can throw it all in a single piece of entity data, not really need to worry about the cache locality, because I'm not gonna need to be processing it at all. It's done and right. Wait, were you who was talking to me about this, or? Oh yeah, the pixel. Yeah, you showed me this. You showed me. You showed me that. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's fun. Do each of these different terrain materials like do things yet? Or is it just aesthetic at the moment? So it looks like they would have different effects on the world. Building colony, building priority. Yeah, I mean, I think this is fine. Building ownership. Grab both of those. Building name, entity data. We'll do that too. Although nickname, no, I don't want that one anymore. We're gonna put nickname. We're gonna lump that one in with the fucking rest of it. Delete this. Building colony entity data. Grab that, belongs to colony. May as well just delete it now too. F entity, I guess we need to include that. RIP. Okay. And then in here, we can toss in, I'll do num required supports in there. And the nickname. And then we also want to do the building data. Okay, so a lot of that just got removed. Building data handle, I think that I should maybe move that to the entity archetype. No, I think that can just stay. I think that makes more sense to stay on the actor. That can be on whatever the ISMC is. And then resource requirements, like I said, I think I want to change that to an inventory. So I'll do that after all of the rest of this. After all of the rest of this, that is the serialize implementation, which just comment all that out. Serialization is not working at the moment. Init building object. Okay, so the building data, I should probably have created that already. We add the location. Building entity data. Yeah, so we'll want to shift this around a bit. Ability system default setup ability system. Yeah, that's all good. Building data now goes on the yeah, we'll keep that as building entity data. That makes sense. B is blueprint. I'll say if is blueprint ECS add F is building blueprint tag for entity. Can you do the AI? Can you please do the same for the other ones? Okay, thank you. Not even close to what you needed to do. Thank you, though. If belongs to colony, or I guess colony entity. If colony entity dot is valid, ECS add Does that work? Okay. Hello, welcome in. Oh, add building to colony. Does that actually do the entity data? Yes. No, it doesn't. It should, though. Add building to colony. Yeah, do that instead. Colony controller, add building to colony. Import building belongs to colony. Set that equal, which is basically what that is doing. I think maybe just put, should I just put the unassigned beds? I'm using, oh yeah, I'm using actors there. I should change that to entities maybe. We'll keep it as is for now though. So if ECS as F is building blueprint for the building entity. Building data, building type. And we'll need a couple of those. So auto, building entity data. And every single building should have one of those, so I don't need to check it. And that, all of that works there. Let's make sure that's set up before I call this, though. Add get ref. Yeah, so it is. Okay. So building owner. So let's go auto ref building ownership data F building ownership. I mean, maybe the colony belongs in ownership data just to consolidate this a little bit. Maybe. If is built. Oh yeah, I turned nanite off for the translucent ones. Okay, so initialization all looks good now. Okay. Has all required resources. Yeah, like I said, I don't think that was ever used. Has all required resources. I do set it though. Yeah, I set it myself. Set has all required resources. Yeah, so I just recheck it. Okay, so yeah, this never actually matters here. Belongs to colony. Colony building. I should say building colony data. That's kind of confusing. Colony buildings data, building colony entity data. little confusing. So this could be null here. That's kind of a long signature. Okay, B is built equals true. Okay, so that means I need to ECS add get ref F is building built or entity. And then ECS remove F is blue. Is blue. The is blue tag. Then I need to look up the building data here, which all buildings should have that. Oh yeah, I built a room calculator and I never ended up making it work. Oh boy, yeah, that one's gonna be fun to do. I kicked that can pretty far down the road, didn't I? And B, construction. Oh, is construction allowed? Oh yeah, I put that in entity data. Yeah. So if B is built, ECS is building built for entity, and is construction allowed? Honestly, I should probably inverse that. I kind of want to inverse that. It would save on storage space because there's going to be more. There's going to be more buildings that are probably allowed than disallowed. So probably minor optimization to inverse this tag. Is construction disallowed? Core redirect. I don't need the core redirect yet. Did that change the name? Okay. Is construction disallowed? Okay. Did I use that anywhere else yet? No, that's the only one so far. If it doesn't have the built tag, and honestly, that should just be. I shouldn't even have the building is built tag, right? I should just have the blueprint. There's going to be more built buildings than there are blueprint buildings. But I have a lot of booleans. Maybe once I get through all of this, maybe I'll fix that up. Or do I just do that now? I don't know. Why did I make the 2 booleans? Forget. Let me look in here. Is built. I think I just did it for ease of use reasons. I don't think I actually. Don't think I actually had a purpose for. Like, I don't think it can be a blueprint and another guy. Welcome in. Ah. Not built and not. Did I write this one? Get in. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I did write this one. True Nightmare, welcome in. Been listening for about 30 minutes. What's the game about? Music is nice. Music is nice. The game's going to be an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite with procedural destructible terrain. And AI, it'll have an AI-generated quest system as well. I can probably show it real quick. We can show it off. Here is my procedural terrain. So it'll be, if you think something like Vanilla WoW plus RimWorld plus Hades is kind of what I have pictured in my mind. A lot of other influences in there as well, of course. But yeah, here's our procedural terrain, complete with underground caves. Oh, I'm in a, sorry, I was in a post-process volume there. Nah. Oh, stuck the landing. Okay. The lighting is quite dark. I need to adjust the lighting. But, you know, I have inventory, equipment, you know. I have some abilities. I have dynamic tree chopping, which let me get to a tree. Fancy Minecraft. Yeah, there'll be a bit of that for sure. You know, I will have some ore down in the caves to go grab, but you'll be doing most of it through, I would hope, Colony Sim and things. Yeah, the procedural tree chopping, kind of hard to see because the lighting's so dark, but you can actually, oh, that one actually already got chopped. Let me get to, God, it's all so dark. Here we go. Here's a tree right here. This has some light on it. Using gas for this project. I actually was, and then I rewrote all of that into an ECS. So I kind of have my own gas, and gas was just not performance, because another thing I'm going for is like a full world simulation. So this is a very, very large world. Like each pixel on here is a terrain chunk. Each one of these different colors is like a different zone. It'll be like a different biome. And you know, if you build a colony here and then you run over to the other side of the world, I want your colony to still be running, and I would like all the other NPC ran colonies to be running as well to facilitate like all that, you know, feeling alive and that interaction stuff. But yeah, each pixel on here is a terrain chunk. So if I click here and zoom out, that is one pixel on the map. So we're working with like a, yeah, like a four chunk radius here. So this is like, you know, maybe this big that's rendered so far. When you say Colony Sim, will this be with NPCs? Yes, yes. Like RimWorld type or Medieval Dynasty. Yeah, Medieval Dynasty, I haven't actually played it, but I do know that they're like the one game that is like doing an RPG Colony Sim combo. So I do need to check that out. God, I am just destroying this tree. And yeah, my animations are not good. I need to actually get it animated. Yeah, you can chop that. I got some wood in there. I got some wood in there. But yeah, RimWorld, one of my all-time favorite games, so we'll be taking tons of inspiration for that. And so zooming out, like these, you can actually kind of see the edges of the zones. So like I put mountains around them because I want a nice contained experience, right? So there's actually, this is a zone, this is a zone, and this is a zone. You can tell that one one's a different zone because it's got a different terrain noise. I think these two, well, there's another zone right here. That's why this area looks a little bit different. So there's actually, it's kind of hard to see the border mountains because the terrain noise is so mountainous already. There's a giant cave there. Oh, that's a cool floating rock. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to be okay with floating rocks. That's like super difficult to weed out in a performant way. Biggest issue for RimWorld is that I didn't have basements or multiple floors, and the fact you have to expand the map. My base has got massive. Yeah, it's just kind of like the type of game it is. You know, just top-down 2D. It would be a lot to manage if you had that. And there would be a lot of gameplay implications. I don't know. I like it for its simplicity, but I get you. There's a game called Going Medieval, which is like a 3D RimWorld. Custom terrain using Vox plugin. It is custom terrain. Most of my noise is generated via compute shaders. I have like a custom marching cubes compute shader that stitches it all together. And this is like the one other biome I have right now, which is just like a meadows, a bunch of kit bashed assets. We got some hemp in here, got some sunflowers. There's some flax around here too, although it's hard to see. Going Medieval gave me a key. It was great. Nice. Yeah, it was a fun little game. I played it super early, and I haven't played it in a while, so I assume they've done a lot more stuff now. It was probably worth a revisit for me. But yeah, I will definitely be focusing more on the smaller scale side of Colony Sim. I do like how in RimWorld it is kind of smaller scale. Like you can really kind of get to know your individual colonists emotionally in a way, and like you can be like super sad when they die and stuff, which I love that. What was that? I need to fix the IK on my character. Vintage Story. I feel like I've heard of that. Minecraft style game with hours of content. There's always something to do. Yeah, I feel like if I saw that, I would remember. But yeah, it'll also have like, wow, I have like talent trees, sort of. Some proof of concept talent trees. Can I spawn entities? Well, I'm probably too far away from... God, yeah, the IK, since I ragdolled, have, oh dear. Oh dear. What is happening right now? Is PCG doing bad things? I think PCG is doing bad things. There's nothing exciting in the caves, but I am excited to put stuff there. What is happening right now? Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Can I, oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna profile for a second. I would like to know what the hell is happening right now. It's probably just PCG being PCG. Oh, time slice ISMC processor. Why are you doing so much? I mean, it is adding instances. So it is spawning things. My God, it is spawning a lot. I may want to look into that because that's my own... That is my own processor. I did get through it though, so that's good. Hello, please. Am I stuck? Oh, am I stuck in this thing now? Oh, I'm just stuck altogether. Okay, there we go. There we go. The ragdoll doesn't work on this character. It's a new character model. So he just does a whirlwind. Yes, here is my cave. There's quite a bit of ghosting there. That was lame. Yeah, that was a lot. Dude, the dark shadows create so much ghosting. But it would be cool if there were like a little goblin camp in here or something, you know? I do have destructible terrain, although it doesn't look good. It's merely proof of concept. And, yeah, that is technically... It doesn't even work, like, I don't have it, like, on the right axis or something, so it only works on, like, some... It only works on some angles. I can play Hytale for the first time. Yeah, I've been watching some of that. I'm curious, one thing, like, I know it started off as a Minecraft mod. I'm wondering why they needed to make their own engine, and it also makes me curious, like, can you make money from Minecraft mods? Bro, I swear this works sometimes. I swear it works sometimes. Oh yeah, look at that big ass stretched piece of... What is this? What the fuck is this? Oh, the entire terrain chunk is broken. This is probably what fucked up. Oh my God. Oh my God. Because it's like, why did they... I know they came from a popular Minecraft mod. It's like, why did they need to make their own game or whatever? And I assume it was for financial reasons. Yeah, this is probably what was chugging so much. Org structure confirmed, yeah. It's like a lasagna. Excuse me. You technically can, but only donations, other form of getting money from Minecraft, is illegal. Yeah, I think if Minecraft were smart, they would make it like a Roblox thing, you know? Yeah, that's the game. That is my game. It may be fucked up, but it does look kind of cool. Yeah. Technically can, but only donations look from illegal. It's like an alien world below underground. Yeah. I need to get some. I need to get assets, man. I need assets. Professional assets. Minecraft Bedrock is basically blocky only Roblox. I mean, so you can make money from Minecraft Bedrock then? Question mark. And also, what was I was trying to figure out. Trying to figure out if I needed both of these booleans. From the marketplace, yes. Only official creators can get access to the tools, so even to even make stuff, which is kind of annoying. And I'm sure the Hightail devs would have had that access if it was such a popular mod pack. Oh, I still have the building component. Oof. I don't like that. If it's not built and not blue, what is this function? Get interaction sub. Oh, I think not built and not blueprint is when it's in placement mode. I think that's what that is. Yeah, okay. So I think I should just have tags for is placement and is blueprint. Is built. If it doesn't have either of those, then it's built. And we can save on memory that way. Hypixel is their multiplayer server, which made them money. I don't think Hightail was ever going to be a mod for Minecraft, as they wanted more of their own things. This is why the reveal trailer showed Bed Wars, the most popular game on their server at the moment. Yeah, I guess I don't understand the new age Minecraft ecosystem very well. Like they built a server, like they wrote server code. I fail to understand. They built a multiplayer server for Minecraft, or you're just saying they ran a Minecraft server? I'm gonna change this into is placement. Is F is placement mode. If it is built, or really this is going to be if not is blueprint and not is built, then we add the placement mode. And let me make a function for this, I suppose. Cool, a building object actor is built. Return ECS, rather not ECS as F building is blueprint tag. Wait, is that not? Or sorry, I did that backwards again. F is building blueprint, and not ECS has is placement. I'll make that. That will probably want to be blueprintable. You make money from Lycon servers. I've seen some servers pricing shit up to 200. A lot of people buy. Oh, they like sell stuff on the cash shop or whatever. Thought people were done buying 2K ships and Star Citizen, but they buy $1,000 squares. Sometimes, yeah, it's like, are they dumb or are they just trying to be nice and support the devs, you know? Okay, so I think that'll work better. What even is this? Just curious. Some game dev. We're doing some game dev. Required num required supports. That's fine. You know what? Never mind. We're going to do one of these guys here. Can I do this here? Can I do this? Building data. Num required. I think I have to unpack all of it. Right? In the right order. Oh, so it's like building actor to building actor, building data, nickname, num required supports. I think I can do that. Because it's not, I mean, it should have that, so should I just automatically dereference it? Building data, building type, provides foundational support. Yeah, I'm going to be needing to do a lot of lookups, I suppose. I mean, some of this I think will change into like statics where building entity data is passed in. And it's not built. And building is blueprint. So I will need to go ECS as F is blueprint entity is building blueprint tag, passing in building get entity. Building data, I guess we have to look that up here at this point. Auto building entity data. Yeah, so some of these are getting a little bit longer. This is interesting. What is this? This is game dev. We're just doing a little bit of game dev. Doing some refactors to my building system. Trying to change it from an object-oriented approach to more of a composition over inheritance approach. I have like a whole ECS system built for my game here. Building, hang on, let me... Yeah, so we need to get the other building entity data as well. So call this building entity data. And this is other building entity data. Yeah, that's correct. Target building. Target building. Okay. Plowing ahead. Other building entity data for the building, yeah. Yes. Okay, so auto building entity data. Call that this. Call that this building data. Auto overlapping building data. Get the other one. Okay, almost done refactoring this. And then we'll need to do a bunch of blueprint stuff. And I'll need to figure out what I need to do there. Belongs to Colony. And basically the same thing. God. Colony buildings data. God, this is kind of a mess. Kind of a mess. Also need the nickname, which is on a third piece of entity data. Building entity data. That's for, oh no, I need to do that for the building in the building set. Building. So rather if building, we need to wrap that. Apparently it can be null here, which is concerning. Nickname. Oh, we're setting the nickname on this building entity data. Okay, so let me grab this. That nickname. Okay, everything is compiling there, or resolving there. So let's see if it compiles. Reminds me, I need to learn more about the gas system. Yeah, it's a big piece of framework. Big system. What are you saying? Oh yeah, you're not blueprintable. Let me just add that on all of these, honestly. Well, I guess the is one, the tags don't need that. Those ones do that. Okay, rebuild. It may be close for a second cup of coffee here for me. Maybe we may be getting into coffee cup 2 territory here. Building object actor. Oh my god, the quality operator. I did the fucking nickname on here. This is probably gonna go away. Why do I use that? For a T set, probably. Oh man, yeah. Let's implement that in C++ or the CPP file there. That was the wrong data. Damn it, AI. Okay. Is built. Okay, start that over. Oh, oh, shit, I should have checked. Oh my god, I meant to check blueprints first. Oh no. I mean, all the functions are the same, so it should be fine, right? Well, no, because there's so many... Oh no, there's so many... Oh, there's so many properties I removed. Oh, I messed up. I guess I could always just launch the editor otherwise. Like I could just launch the project. Hang on, let me try to do that. Let me try to do that. Where is the... Well, I guess maybe let me just do this then. Right, shouldn't it be in here? Never actually launch it this way. Jesus Christ, the Unreal Engine launcher fucking sucks. Okay, my project. What? Please upgrade my project editor.target. No, thank you. Can I just run it? Do I haven't? My project editor. Oh god. I guess I didn't realize. Wait, it said it had an outdated something or other? Those were both the latest. Engine association is 5.7. What is that talking about? What are you talking about, my dude? Okay, well, fuck it. We'll just do it live. Fuck it. Okay, building entity data. Building, wrong one. F colony entity data. I should probably just have a generic struct for colony ownership. I think it's probably the better move there. That's a different one. Building actor belongs to colony. Building actor, building colony data, belongs to colony, belongs to colony. Is unique name in colony, that's a static, okay. Isabella, welcome in. How have you come now? We're coming along well. We're coming along. Once again doing refactors, as always. Priority, oh, I have to get the prio. Holy coding. Yeah, we're manually coding. I know, I'm basically using a hammer and chisel to code here. Building entity data. I don't think I need that. Well, I guess we do. Okay, if there is no building, continue. Early return there, so we don't have to worry about that. Down here, building and littering and building auto, building entity data for that building. Okay. Storage building. Okay, so auto. Why would it think it thinks I want priority data here? What do you think I fucking want? Don't you think I fucking want? It's also... Yeah. Okay, rebuild. Building is blueprint. ECS, yeah, that. Auto building entity data. Okay, good there. Auto building entity data. And I suppose the same. Oh dear. Same there. Okay. Is there no one else? I need to make a bunch of functions for like getting building type and stuff. Yeah. 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 Should I just put that on... I just put that on the building actor? I'm gonna think about the future here, where all of this is... Because I guess this will be an ISMC, right? So I'll need to maintain a map of probably instance indexer. Well, no, I think a lot of it will be done through the entity handle, the entity ID. So I'll have a lot of functions for passing around the building entity. The building utils is going to get bigger. Let's we'll just go ahead, and I know I'll need some of these in blueprints anyway, blueprint pure. No, let's move this to building utils, yeah. Oh god. Blueprint pure, category building utils. Static, we wanted the building type. Which is what now? It's just a T and a mass byte. T and a mass byte. E building type. Get building entity type. Passing in entity building entity. Do you do anything to handle the accumulation of the colony, like some sort of stepping? Or are you calculating everything from the NPCs regardless of distance? Oh, I mean, I'm not super deep into the Colony Sim stuff. All I really have is a few kind of ad hoc tasks that can be done, so I haven't done anything large scale. But the goal is to, yeah, simulate everything. Will I be doing that every frame? I probably just won't need to for a lot of it. I think the only thing I'll need to do every single frame is probably just the gameplay ability stuff. But as far as like the colony stuff just kind of happens as it needs to, like, because all of the rest of it is just moving the colonists around and interacting with things and then handling the interaction. So that all would just happen when it needs to. And then maybe I time slice that or something if I need to. We'll kind of see when we get there. Is this for a game? Yes. So if is that right? Yeah, that's basically right. Get entity building. Get building entity type. Static bool is building entity built. I guess I can just return. Self-taught question mark. Yeah, way back when. Circa 10 years ago. I've been a software engineer for about 10 years now. What other things do I probably need to get? I guess let me look back through here. Building utils, get building entity type. I think I want to rename that. That doesn't flow very well. Get entity building type. Is building entity built? Can I just call it is building built? I don't know if the entity's kind of throwing me off when I'm reading that. I think that's fine. I can do a get building nickname. I see. Never played this kinds of sims, so it's hard to visualize how many NPCs will exist in the world, but it does seem heavy. I mean, it'll be thousands, right? It's kind of hard for me to picture what exactly needs to happen now as well, just because I'm not very deep into the Colony Sim side of things. But it's not like, even though there's thousands of entities, it's not like a very small subset of those entities will actually be interacting with something on a given frame. Because it's like there's a lot of just movement, and you know, things will take time. Like they will need to spend time building the thing, you know. So it's not like every single frame, every single entity needs to be interacting with something. Is building blueprint? Well, I guess I would need that. Return. Yeah, I can figure that one out. Is building placement mode. U function, blueprint callable, blueprint pure, static, F string, I think it is, for the nickname. Get building nickname. Okay, so get building nickname. Okay. Building type. Okay, so another one here. U building utils. Get building type. Building. Get entity. Another one. Let me just go back and copy that. Okay, just search for dot building type. Yeah, we have a lot. Auto building type. Yeah. There we go. It's a lot simpler to read. Building type, building entity data. Okay, so yeah, both of those can move over. Can we have more states? No, that is not what I want. I guess we can just inline that. We want that one still. Building, get entity. Oh dear. So many hotkeys in Writer. So many times I'm like, what the hell did I just press? Storage building, get entity. Thank you for the follow, Logic. Welcome in. Get entity. Okay. I think that's kind of, we're caught up there. Came from YouTube. Oh, cool. Welcome over to the purple side. Worst hotkey is Control Plus. Does that zoom in? Oh, that like expands and collapses the scope. I thought that was Control Dot. Oh, I don't know. Can't you like highlight something and then just like Control Dot? Yeah, okay, so Control Dot, kind of the same. Building is building. I guess probably in the utils we're fine. Get building type for the entity, which means that. What program are you using? The editor is Writer, JetBrains, the JetBrains product. But the engine is Unreal Engine. Let me think here. Building into, is that the only thing we need? Yeah. Get building type for the entity. Multiple building types here. We need that again. This building type. Oh, we don't need it multiple places, so we should just do this then. The building type for entity. And do the same thing except for building get entity, the other building there. Okay. Where else? Where else? This building data. Okay, so we can replace ignored building types contains over. We can just get. Do that. Ignored building types is kind of a, I don't think I need a function explicitly for that. Probably a little rare. So let's look up the tag one. F is, and then let's delete the is built off here. We're going to use the static. F is, that's adding, it's removing, can be constructed. It can be constructed if it's not placement. Yeah, that's kind of specific for that. Building built. What was that? Yeah, for building. Is building blueprint. Did I make one of those? Yeah, is building blueprints. Do you prefer curly brace opening on a new line? No, I don't. Or is it just simply the convention that's always followed? That's the convention in C++. Not the convention in other languages, though. I think it just takes up an extra line for no reason. I get that it can be visual, like visually it can be a little bit better, but like, I don't know, I don't think it's a huge deal. I don't think you should be writing massive if blocks to where that's necessary. But game dev is a little bit different. What was I replacing here? Is built. Is that right? Yeah, let me copy that. Okay. Let's rebuild there. Is there anything else I would want to get off entity data? Has all required resources, maybe? That one, like I said, I think that one, I'm just going to derive on the fly. I don't know, we'll see. You're building priority data? That one might be necessary. Hopefully I don't need to do so many git entities here in the future when everything's refactored to be an entity. Is placement mode tagged? Does not like being added. Oh, I just have to add. Forgot I can't use that one for empty tags. Is blueprint. And I need the... I haven't touched C++ in years. I remember I had to manage garbage collection. Unreal Engine kind of has that built in. They have their own reflection system built on top of C++. Assigned to... Yeah, I don't think... None of that really works anymore. That has been broken for some time. Building type. Building is built. That can just be inlined. Is building built? It's building. Get kind of long. Okay, what do we have here? World item subsystem drop item building data belongs to... Yeah, we just need to get the belongs to colony here. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Building colony entity data. Go on each of... Okay, can we finally rebuild? I think I'm gonna take a quick break. I think I'm gonna grab another cup of coffee. Take the dogs out. Give me like 10, 12 minutes-ish. I'll be back. After I fix this real quick. I don't even know if I need to do that. That's probably not necessary. Anyways, bear beat. still called My Project. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it is. Code name. My Project. Okay, I'm back with a fresh cup of coffee and a fresh set of hope. Coffee to me is hope. Wow, okay, so, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe, I think I need a get belongs to colony. I think that would be a useful utils function for both blueprints and C++. It building colony entity. I think that is what I want. Building belongs to colony. And then let's just call that building colony. If building colony is valid, okay. Maybe I should look around at some other belongs to colony. Well, that's colony entity data. We'll leave it as is for now. Let's get into blueprints. It's gonna be a whole ass thing. Okay, tasty coffee. Hello. Puri said hi. Hello. Get entity, get, or a building is building built. So that gets a little, it's a little more annoying to type out here, but I think once more and more we move over to entities, and more we'll just be handing entities around. Okay, so can be placed on landscape. Okay, so I will need something to just like get building data, yeah. Get building type. That one can be moved, scooched on over. Yes, the spaghettith grow. I do think I need a spaghetti monster in my game. I think I will have to have that. I think it's only right, given that it's an Unreal Engine game. Building, yeah, and again with the building data. So that's going to be, oh my goodness. Okay, hang on. Let me clear the let me clear the slate here. Oh, that's a lot of broken blueprints there. That's a lot of broken blueprints. Set priority. Okay. Get nickname. We have that. Not a developer, but with the little knowledge I have on programming, this visual programming stuff seems like a nightmare. Well, if you don't know coding, it's better than nothing, right? But yeah, there are definitely ways that this stuff, that's why I called it spaghetti. It can turn into just a bundle of spaghetti. I find it more difficult to organize compared to code. I guess we don't have the priority either. Okay. Priority, okay. Is construction allowed? Do I have that? Is construction... No, I don't. Building data, that's building type, we can do that. Get entity, get building type. Building name. I don't... God, there's so much of this stuff in this plugin that just isn't needed anymore. And it's going to be really hard to find out. This is an interface function of the underlying plugin that I've basically overwritten. Sovereign, welcome. Welcome in, my dude. Something I like from BP is how comments work. I wish I could easily make color-coded boxes for comments in C++. Ooh. You know, at first I was like, ooh, that could be nice. But then I thought about all the ways that wouldn't be nice. Like having to have a color convention for your code, you know? I don't know if that sounds that enticing to me, I'll be honest. I don't know. Or you could probably mod the region tag. Well, I was thinking you could probably just make an editor plugin, you know, for whatever editor you're using. I'm sure you can make a writer plugin, a JetBrains plugin. The dev who comments in rainbow because it's important. And I'm trying to think, if you needed to color like a scope of code, like a certain color, I would think you would just put that into a function. I mean, comments already have a color convention, like to do is automatically a different color. Yeah, but it's only, I guess there's 3 colors, right? You have the doc comment, the inline comment, and then the to-do comment. I mean, if it auto colors, I'm happy with that. That solves all my qualms with it. And, you know, maybe you write a comment for an error, so you do, like, instead of to-do colon, you do error colon. Like, if you get here, this is an error. I don't know, something like that. If it auto colors, I think I'm actually okay with that. I don't know. I was picturing like having a box of highlighted text. You know, not like just the comment itself is colored. Please, what are you creating? A million pray signs, please tell me, crying face, some more. Dude, you can just ask what I'm working on, my man. You don't have to beg. It's, I'm working on a video game. This is Unreal Engine right now. Just doing some refactors. Nothing super crazy. Yeah, like the background lines are colored. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know if I like that. I think I would prefer just the text to be, the comment text itself to be colored. Git belongs to, oh shit. Do I have multiple of these? Yeah, I need to unify that. To do is handled by the IDE. The problem is when you need a convention for it. This would be really nice. I also really want to be able to color my folder icons like I can in Unreal Engine. I mean, Sovereign, I bet you could vibe code up that plugin really quickly. I bet you could vibe code that pretty quickly. I knew it. Please tell me what the name of the game will be when it's out. I don't know. I don't know what the name will be. It's just called My Project right now. The name hasn't come to me. I'm waiting for like a, 103-degree fever dream before I name this game. You know what I mean? Like I need to see God before I come up with a name. There is the Power Tools MS app that extends Windows OS scripting. Adder, that sounds like devil worship, and I need you to retract that statement. Don't talk to me about Windows script, power this, that. No, I don't want any of it. I don't want it. What did I say I needed to do? I was going to unify the belongs to colony. That should probably be just a single piece of entity data. Belongs. Oh god, that's gonna be such a big refactor though. I'm really waiting for the game to be out, man. You are very excited. Don't hold your breath, man. It's gonna be a long time before it's out. How many dot belongs to colonies do I have? Okay, arrow belongs to colony. A lot. A lot. I guess a lot of them are still in the... It's not that much. It's not that big of a refactor. Okay, so we're going to change this into just... belongs to colony data. Okay. I don't think that makes sense anymore. And then I guess this just goes in the generic entity utils now. Struct get out of here. I need like a get belongs to colony. Or maybe that's just colony utils. Get belong, yeah, we'll change this one. Get belongs to colony. We just get F belongs to colony data. Rename this to just entity because it's not necessarily going to be a colonist. It can be a building as well. Add Gestapo colonists that check paperwork of other colonists and shoot everyone who fails to comply. Adds depth. I mean, why even check the paperwork? Just start shooting. Welcome in. Processor Chaos. I feel that name, actually. Yeah, I do want to have like a lot of different governing styles. I think would be cool. If anyone ever played, this is a deep cut, did anyone ever play Civilization Revolution? Like as in Sid Meier's Civilization. Civilization Revolution was the console game they came out with back in like 2010. When did that game come out? Like 2010? 2008. That was close. It was meant to be played on consoles, so it was like a slightly dumbed down version of Civilization, but it was a lot of... Dude, I had a lot of fun playing this game. But they had government styles. And I guess you do in the other Civ games, but I don't know why this one always stands out, because like you do have this government style, but didn't actually feel any different. It just changed like policies. Whereas like let's research. Civ Rev. Yeah, so like you could, oh my god, the fucking ads, Jesus Christ. Block cookies now. Yeah, this site is horrible. Do not sell my personal information. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. I don't want to go through all that. Was still too busy with Sid Meier's Pirates. I don't know if I heard of that one. You still do refactoring? How's the progress? I am still doing refactoring. We've moved on to new refactoring, though. I didn't play it, but I saw stacks of it at GameStop. And it's gone. What? Wait. Hatter, what do you want about? Yeah, these actually felt like, I don't know, different governing styles, but I'd like to go further. You haven't played Sid Meier's Pirates? No, I don't think so. Nope, don't think so. Oh, you got kind of like an overmap type thing? Is it turn-based combat or what? It looks like it might be turn-based. Didn't age that well, but at the time it was incredible. Oh, look at that kick, dude. Yeah, that's the kind of animation I'll have too. Just completely horizontal, legs out. Yeah, no, I was on this, but you could have different government styles, and when you switched, you'd go into like 5 turns of anarchy, which is where you can't like, I don't know, shit. I forgot what happened when you did that, but you couldn't do shit. Communism, 50% increase to production, but your temples and cathedrals no longer produce culture. Democracy, 50% to gold and science production, prevents civilization from declaring war or declaring peace treaties, disables use of nuclear weapons. Despotism is like, you have full control over everything. That's like the default one. Fundamentalism increases the attack and defense of units by 1, ceases science production from libraries and universities. Monarchy doubles culture provided by the palace. Republic lowers population cost of producing settlers from 2 to 1. I feel like I used that one a lot early game. Like early game, that one was really good. It was a mix of real-time ship combat, quick time events, sword fights, and political subplots. That does sound interesting for its time. But what I would like to do is take the governing styles a bit further. And this will probably be like, honestly, probably a fucking expansion for my game with the number of features that I have in my head now. But like, I think I'll start off as like this, where like you just control everything, and then you can make a monarchy where like inheritance decides who is in power, and then like people will actually have kids, and like there's political shit involved in that, but you still control everything. Or whoever is there controls everything. I was thinking like capitalism could be one, and that's where like you don't have you don't place individual buildings, but you just do zones, and then your colonists can like ask you for like zoning changes, and then when the colonists have enough money, they can pay for a house or a building or whatever, right? And then like you get that money. And then like democracy would have some sort of voting and stuff. Something like that where it like actually impacts how the colony is ran, and not just like some passive bonuses. And like communism, it could be like, I don't know, like everyone shares everything and there is no like monetary exchange or something like that. Like there's no individual ownership or something. Something like that. I don't know. Haven't thought about it too hard, but I would like to explore that further is basically what I'm saying. Not this one, but I did play Civilization 1. Oh my god. 94 out of 100 on our local computer magazine. Back when there was not only computer magazines, but local ones. Core memory, but my real favorite is Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri. Really? I feel like that was a very poorly received Sid Meier's game. %, 5%. What is the Metacritic? There's a 92. Okay. Oh, this is the old one. Okay. What am I thinking of? Is it Alpha Centauri 2? No. What was the other space one they did? Sid Meier's games. Games. Bank Game 1. There's a guy who didn't know what to name his game right there. My god, he's been making games forever. What am I thinking of? I played a lot. Civ 5 was my first. Well, no, I guess Civilization Revolution was my first one. Civ 5 was my second one. I played a lot of Civ 5, played a ton of fucking Civ 6. Railroads. Beyond Earth. That's what I'm fucking thinking of. That's what I was thinking of. This was the one that was poorly received, I think. What are the Steam reviews? Mixed. No, I don't want to shop. 81. Mixed. Yeah. This was what I was picturing when you said Alpha Centauri. That's Civ 6. That's not... Yeah, it's where you like colonize like planets or some shit. I never played it. Yeah, and Civ 7 was a bit disappointing. I know they've done a ton of updates since I played it. I mean, I had a good time playing it, but the changes they made to where your civilization kind of resets each age. And then you can change entire civilizations. And I know they kind of base that off of Beyond Human, which was another game. By different devs. But it would make way more sense if you changed the leaders each age rather than changing your civilization each age. Get entity, get nickname. And then I need a get building data too. Beyond Earth was probably a spiritual successful to Alpha Centauri, but it failed to deliver. Did you play it? It belongs to Colony. What building utils? Let's just make one right at the top. Blueprint pure. Static. This is F building. Data. Wasn't it just building data? Building data. Building object settings. Okay, I should maybe change the name of that then. Get building settings. Building entity. If yes. Otherwise, looked at some reviews and decided pass. Life is too short. Yeah, we've got Sid Meier's Pirates to play. You know what game? I don't know why. I was thinking QuickTime Events, and you know what game I fucking loved? That I don't know if a lot of people know about. Dante's Inferno. Who played that game? That game was fucking sick, dude. So Dante's Inferno is like a famous, they call it a comedy. It does not a comedy in this sense of the term that we know. It's an epic poem called The Divine Comedy, and it's about like the 7 circles of hell. Detailing a fictionalized Dante's journey through hell, guided by the Roman poet Virgil to understand and reject sin as a path towards God. So like he goes through the different circles of hell and like confronts his sins. And in the game takes some creative liberties on this famous, this is like an old time, like when was this written? I don't know. 1321. So a very, very old famous poem. And the game took a lot of creative liberties there, but they made Dante a crusader. Who like committed a bunch of atrocities during the Crusades, basically, and you get to learn about them as you go through hell, as you go through each circle of hell, and it's so badass because he sewed this cloth into his skin. That and this cloth here that makes the cross has all of his sins depicted on it, which is like the most metal fucking thing ever. And this game was just so flavorful. Adder, you might take some inspiration from this for Mortal Shell 2. But yeah, you literally killed death, like the Grim Reaper, and took his scythe. Well, I don't know if you killed him, but you battle him and take his scythe. And basically what you're trying to do is like Satan took your wife, Beatrice, and you're trying to battle through all of the circles of hell to save her and bring her back. And you eventually like fight Satan at the very end. And you can also use, God, that's a tiny fucking image. You can also use a cross as kind of like you can deal and so there's like 2 different trees. One of them is like a magic kind of damage cross type build, or you can do like the melee hack and slash build. And then there's the Roman poet Virgil who kind of guides you through. It's very, it's actually kind of Dark Soulsy. It's like a hack and slash Dark Souls, actually, kind of. And each circle of hell is like super flavorful as to what the sin is. Like the first circle is purgatory, which is where like babies who didn't get baptized go. And those things are fucking terrifying, dude. Like that's what you fight. That's like one of the first mobs you fight. Oh, and they also had like these little anime. There's like an anime for it too. I forgot about that. Fucking yeah. So all of the babies that didn't get baptized, you fight them, and it's fucking terrifying. I think the next circle is lust. I'm not going to search that one, but yeah, there's this giant lady who has tongues for nipples that you fight. Yeah, that's probably pretty TOS. And then there's like greed and gluttony. Like greed has a bunch of guys with like gold who like are melted from gold and shit. Just so, and then gluttony is a bunch of fat people, basically. Yeah, it's like a bunch of like these abominations and shit. Yeah, and all these monsters in the game are just fucking like horrendous looking. Last one is Satan himself. Yeah. I know this game very creative. Never played, but very creative. Yeah, it was a fun little playthrough. What about what were some of the greed mobs looking like? Yeah, like the whole place was just full of gold, and it was like lava gold and stuff. Yeah, like these guys right here. And as you went through, like you found like lost souls, I guess. Oh, and you actually fight your father who like raped your mom. So that's a thing. It's pretty fucking metal ass video game. But yeah, there were like these lost souls you would come across, and you could choose to like absolve them of their sins. Like you'd use your cross and you either choose to absolve them of their sins or condemn them. And then that's what would give you your points into the individual trees. Like absolving gave you points in the cross magic build tree, and then condemning gave you points in the scythe melee tree. Yeah, it had quick time events in it, which here's like, this is actually like the first battle. So this is when you try to get to hell. You try to go to hell and you're fighting literally the Grim fucking Reaper. And you take, you literally, dude, it's crazy. You take his fucking, hang on, mate, can I get a Grim Reaper fight? Are there videos of this?
Don't be a loser! Push to the side. Grab it. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, these little, like, scenes. Yeah. Yeah, you just get to watch all the sins he committed as you go through.
Alright, Lego! Alright, so
yeah, I get to murder someone who is just trying to defend his fucking children and shit. Yeah.
Oh, shit!
So yeah, this is the Grim Reaper fight.
There we go. I should probably turn those gates off, because I got a lot of people on my fucking friends list. All these motherfuckers.
So I want to see the death animation here. Oh yeah, I guess that's where you took.
Fuck out of here, kid. RT, let's go. Give me
fucking
that
sick,
shit,
dude. Like for the time, this came out in like 2010 or something.
Oh,
So it was fucking sick. And now you just have this fucking hell sight that's made out of a spine or something. And then he's like cowering.
Action commands. No. I like games with action commands because the action is just so epic. Damn! I put that shit in his face!
And you like just slice him open.
Oh my god.
Fucking metal.
Get it!
Fucking metal.
Great, Jack the Grim.
And you like return home after the Crusades or something.
Whatever. Damn.
Oh yeah, that's the cross you use. I think that's your dad. I think either was it your wife or your mom that he raped or tried to rape and then got stabbed in the eye. Contains some adult themes. Yeah, just a few. Just a few. Oh, TOS. I don't know if that's TOS or not, but it's in a game, so surely it's fine. And that was already on YouTube, so yeah. Anyways, that game was sick and metal as fuck. But enough procrastinating. Get building settings. Okay, where were we? Belongs to Colony. I should have that now. Belongs to Colony data. I'll refactor the actual colonists into that at a later point, I think. Methinks. Although, didn't I? So we should delete this. We should delete that one because we're going to use the Colony Utils one. Yeah. Building data belongs to Colony. There was also priority I needed to set. Priority. Get is construction allowed? We need that one too. Is construction allowed? Turn. If it's not disallowed, it is allowed. Building data, that one's, we got that one. Did I do this one yet? I don't think I did this one. Has all required resources. Is building blueprint. Yeah, we want that. Building data, building data, building data. A lot of its building data belongs to Colony. Here is built. Set is built. Okay, where is this? Manual snap to target. That's, I know this is not being used. I know for a fact that this is not being used. That's built like building in editor. Is construction allowed? I'll need to replace that one after I rebuild. Wait, did I fuck up all those other ones? Oh no. Wait, was I doing blueprint for all of those? No. No, I wasn't. Okay. I got really scared there for a second. All the more reason to move more of this into C++. So it can be way easier source controlled. Is blueprint. Here we go. Well, I have the is placement mode, right? Is placement mode, which is what this is. So that gets a little easier to read. Wait, did I have is construction allowed? No, I didn't. Building data has a requirements allowed. It's built. That one should be fine now. Okay, so I think that one's good as we can get for now until I rebuild. That's both building data belongs to Colony, building data is construction allowed, and then the get priority and set priority. So I would need to have a get priority and set priority. And then I think after that, we're probably done there. Building entity, E building priority or E priority. F string, that doesn't make sense, does it? E colony priority is. And honestly, this could probably be a generic one too. Just maybe we just call this priority entity data so that it's generic and we can reuse the data for other things. That entity priority. I did name this colony priority. Wait, that's set. So let's move both of these into colony utils. We'll just say entity priority too. Do I do normal if there is no priority? I guess so. Or do I do lowest? Okay, so though that's that. That is that. Is construction allowed? Yes. This delete. Rebuild. Get building colony entity. Right, that's U colony utils now, and it's just get belongs to colony. Okay. So far so good. Okay. God, this is gonna get annoying. This is from that inventory refactor, if anyone was around for that. And we had that blueprint corruption thing happen. Like, we load now, but now there's this really annoying warning. I've really wanted to, like, start a new project. Not like sorry, not like abandon this project. I mean like literally take all the code in this one and move it, all the assets, all the code, move it to a new project. To get rid of all, like, it feels like there's a bunch of like hidden cruff underneath blueprints and stuff. Like all redirects and I don't know, all this like corrupted my game to, oh boy, has anyone done that? Is that a good or a bad idea? My game too. But it just feels like I have some issues. Oh, this isn't supposed to be fucking Blueprint Pure. Oops. Have you ever tried building for a release? I have. I haven't done it in a while. I probably should. But I have, yeah. I had a simple project and it did a full build and it errored on startup. Yeah, I've been there. I've been there. And I will probably be back there as well. Building data. Get interaction object name. I don't think I need this function anymore. I'm just going to delete that. I'm pretty confident in that. Yeah, same there. Okay. Get entity. Get building settings. Break. I want can be placed on landscape. Jesus. Okay. I did that with my game. It was not worth it. Oh, really? The biggest issue was level design stuff that you don't have to deal with. Okay. What was, did you have a purpose for doing it? Like, were you looking for the same thing as me or something else out of it? How many Unreal versions has this project gone through? I think I started this project on 5.0. 5.0 or 5.1. So all of them for 5.0. I have done it. It's painful. I'd probably suggest coming up with a name first. Yeah. If you decide to do it, because you'll probably end up wanting to do it again once you have decided on a project name. Okay, it's a good call out. But yeah, I have thought that in the past. Good comms. Fun fact, I restarted making the Lepogedian vibe 4 times from scratch because of UE. I already got my editor an endless amount of stuff. 4 times, huh? I hope I don't need to do it 4 times. I'm gonna guess I'll need that a lot. Can I copy all of these? Or check all of these? Okay, now copy. Can be damaged. Max durability. Okay, now do it. Good. That game was really old and became a massive pain due to tech debt. The new project is so much easier to work in, but took over a year before it was back to normal? Oh my god, Sovereign, what were you doing? So when you did make it into a new project, were you just copying it over, or were you rewriting as you were doing it? Also, I'm supposed to be getting building type here. instead of that. Because it kind of, the way you phrase that kind of makes me think that you were rewriting it as well. I was rewriting a lot more than I was copying. Okay, that makes sense as to why it took that long then. Because I'm just thinking straight copy. Just straight copy it over. Repair factor. In my case, I did the both copied chunks and refactor on the way as well, but I had to recreate each BP actor from scratch. But you guys are kind of talking me out of it, or at least making me want to kick it down the road some more. Because I feel like I have like a shader compile issue or something. Maybe I should just recompile shaders. I don't know if that would help, but I have some glitchy shaders that I feel like if I feel like a new project wouldn't have. Upgrade object, upgrade requirements. What would be different if you copy everything though? Well, it just feels like that thing I just showed on startup where it was complaining about these things that are no longer there. Like I feel like Unreal Engine just has cruff. Like I don't know how else to say it. Like they just have, it just seems like there's a bunch of underlying things that are like hidden from you in blueprints, like redirectors and like, I don't know, all this shit. And I just want a clean slate, you know? I feel like that would, like I said, I also have some really glitchy shaders that I feel like I fucked up somewhere when I was doing like my VAT and scene proxy stuff. Don't know if that's even possible. Like I said, maybe I should just try and recompile shaders and see what happens. My problem with UE was I run out of memory. I was not able to open project. And on top of that, somehow broke my actors during saving. Okay, so did the memory get better after you did a new project? Or I guess maybe, I don't know if refactors were the main thing there to fix that, or if it was just the new project part. Like the number of corrupted blueprints I've had in the past, like, I wanna put it behind me. Have you looked at AngelScript? I've heard of it. I haven't looked at it though. Basically, blueprints in code. Is it blueprints in code? I thought it was just a scripting language. It's one of the biggest pain points, I think, having to fix all the assets, mostly blueprints. I remember ended up recreating most of mine because I had so much trouble with engine crashes trying to reparent. Yeah. Because the class, like, I guess like hash or signature or something is just totally... Oh, I never did required resources. Oh, it's using soft references, yeah, that'll help for sure. Not having everything loaded into memory at all times. To be fair, that was before 5.0, so maybe there's a better way now. I wouldn't dare try it again. Thing is, I don't have a whole lot of like blueprints that would need to be reparented. I definitely have some. It's kind of nice about my project when everything's just procedural. Like everything is kind of like you can just treat it transiently, right? You don't have to like, most of my blueprint stuff, I don't care if it gets stuck around or not. Set is construction. Okay, do I use this? I can't even imagine 4 times. I think you can access all the blueprint nodes / functions inside the scripting. Well, I mean, you can do that in C++ too. I mean, it's all just it's all just functions under the hood. So I think a bunch of AAA studios use it instead of blueprints. I thought they were using it instead of C++. Maybe I have the wrong understanding of it though. Allowed disallow construction. Okay, so I'm gonna need to replace this. Yeah, I'm gonna need to replace that for sure. Right, but you don't have to recompile, so it makes iteration faster. Yeah, I thought that was the main thing. I didn't think that people, because like blueprints are there for kind of like designers and non-technical people, like computer programmer people. So AngelScript doesn't exactly, you know, have that same benefit. It's just like I already don't have a good methodology for what goes in C++, what goes in blueprints, and if I add another layer as well, I think, I don't know, to me that just makes the project harder to organize. I guess that's that, and then it not being like an official thing, it has me weary. But also, not being an official thing means it's probably going to be better than the official thing. Hit building. Do I still have that saved? Yeah. Yeah, maybe get the name is a common one. Maybe I should have made a function for that. Oh well. A lot of this is probably going to change anyway when we do a larger refactor. Is construction allowed? Has all required resources. Okay, so this one's as good as we can get it for now. This should just be get entity, get building type. Get entity, get building type. Okay, get entity, it belongs to Colony. Okay. So we just have that one left, which is the required resources and setting is construction allowed. Here we go. Oh, and there's that one that was Ooh, where the fuck was that? Hang on. There was one where I needed to rewire something. Okay, so an area panel. Okay, I need to remember that. An area panel. Set is construction allowed. If B allowed, I guess I don't know. I have no idea if it actually has the data or not there, so this needs to return void. Remove F. If allowed, remove F. Construction disallowed for building entity. Else, add it. Yeah. How do you calculate the regions in your map? Is it done via Voronoi noise or something else? You mean like the world map? Yeah, so it's I take the material node. There's a noise node in the material graph, and I write that to a render target. And then I do some math to split that up into my world size. Like I have like just some few properties that define, like it's 128 by 128. So I just like kind of split that up into, what do I do? Hang on. Yeah, world map. I make the render target the size of the world map. So 128 pixels by 128. And then I have a draw the world map. So yeah, this is what actually the Voronoi. Yeah, there's some Voronoi noise on that material node. Draw to the render target. Read the pixels. And then I do the I do two different kinds of Voronoi noise. So that is just the height, the altitude map, which determines like oceans and land and the altitude number. So that's like black-white data, 0 to 1. And then I do a custom, where would that be at? I do a custom one where the actual colors for the individual zones is a different set of Voronoi noise. That's like, it's like a coarse Voronoi where it's all it is just the cells. It's not like the gradient. Yeah, so generate Voronoi map. So it uses this one right here. It's not custom, but UE geometry Delune. So it does the Delune triangle, Delune triangulation, which I think is how Voronoi is always calculated. But this is it's a different Voronoi noise than what exists in the material graph. How much percentage of the game is completed according to you out of 100? 0.01. So there's two Voronoi stacked on top of each other. And I assign a color to each one of the Voronoi cells. Yeah, so I have a set of biome defs. I get a random biome, assign that to the color, and then the pixel, assign that color to each pixel in the render target. Yeah. Okay, set is construction allowed. I'm gonna go ahead, let's go ahead and rebuild. I probably should rebuild that while I was talking. I wanna rebuild that, just so I remember that in the area panel I need to set that node. And then after that we will deal with, hopefully that's not too much. After that we will deal with required resources, which I kinda wanna refactor wholesale. 22, that's not too bad. Okay. Maybe while that runs, let's look at required resources. Required Oh, I deleted it, did I? Did I delete it already? Oh, I called it resource requirements here. Yeah, I know that each one has an inventory. Yeah, we add inventory data, so I think I should just use that instead. Like this. See, I want this to stop. Why stop that? I used to think Voronoi was pronounced Vor-own-e. I actually don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I love how there's just a YouTube video for this. Pronunciation intro. I don't think I need an intro.
Pronounce a name from Russian, named after a diagram that is named after him in Russian. Voronoi, Voronoi.
Voronoi. Like, goddamn, I don't need a minute-long video. Oh, this is saying Voronoi. Va, like the O in or. Hey, that's bad. AI does not understand phonetics.
Voronoi.
There we go. Yeah, so Voronoi. Now we know what's right. Makes me wonder how many things I'm saying wrong that no one is correcting me on. Where was the area panel? There we go. Wire that up. Okay, back to this. We'll just fix these. Fix this one. Set is construction allowed. Wait, did I not make it fucking static? Oh my god, I hate my life. Wait, that's the wrong one. There we go. Here we go. How do you say Fresnel? I didn't know the S was silent for the longest time. Are you fucking serious? So it's Frenel? Frenel? No way. I refuse to believe that.
Fresnel.
Fresnel? Oh no. I'm gonna reject that reality and substitute my own, I think.
Fresnel.
They say Fresnel. A lot of people talk about this. Yeah, that's not real. Sovereign. That's the redneck pronunciation. Did you know that there's actually an R at the end of dater? Speaking of redneck. Sovereignty. Okay, so now we just need to deal with the resource requirements. Which, thankfully, is just all in one class. Oh my god, on tick, I'm checking. Oh no. That's not good. That's not good. It ain't right. Init progress widget. Yeah, no wonder I made a variable for that if I was doing it on tick. That's for rotating the widget towards the player. Because I did a world space widget instead of like a screen space widget. Get interaction option widget. Interact, we would check it too. I guess for simplicity, I could just keep the tag. Keep it as a tag. I mean, I guess that could be useful. Maybe I need to iterate over things. Yeah, I mean, okay. I'm coming to terms with it. Now, should this be has all required resources? Or like missing required resources? Piotr, welcome in. So am I putting this tag on here for having the because I would delete it once the building is built. Although I probably will have like upgrading. I probably will have upgrading. So I think I would probably use it there. Like you can upgrade a building in place rather than having to like destroy it. So I think maybe missing required resources. Is better. Wow. That's the first time AI actually understood the generated assignment there. That should be good. Is missing required okay, now it is. Did I misspell it? Oh, I didn't call it tag. Okay, hang on. That's the issue. Okay, there we go. Okay, so in building utils is constructional. Wow, okay, so right in here. Static pool it has required, okay, building has required resources. Return not ECS has F is missing required resources tag for the building entity. Okay, so now let's also do the blueprint callable category. Utils. I like that. Utils. Set building has required resources. If he has resources, Remove that, otherwise add. Yeah, okay. So that's good. We'll just do that. That's the simplest way forward for now. Make sure everything's saved. And then I guess I don't need that in C++ at all. It's only in blueprints that I use that. Okay. It's all for that progress widget, which I wanted to change anyway. We'll be having to hop off here soon, unfortunately. Got to go to work. But maybe we can get this into a compiling state and actually test it before that happens. Come on, you can do it. I don't know why it takes so long for Unreal Engine to just open files. Building has required resources. There we go. Set has all required resources. Wrong one. Set has all required resources. Set? Wait, what did I call that one? Set building has. Set building has, there we go, that one. Yay! Can we play the game? We can. We can play the game. And it's broken. Do not directly call event functions in interfaces. Call execute get entity instead. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate that so much. Why do they make you do that for Blueprint native ones? I hate that. So you have to do, because it's a Blueprint native event, you have to do execute get entity. Either that or implementation. I think I'm going to do implementation. Also, why? What is this? What is that file? Where can I find the rest of those? Where can I find the rest of those usages? I guess I can't. I guess not explicitly for this one. I guess we just have to wait for it to happen. Oh, there we go. There's some more. Probably knock out. Why did I make that? Oh, I needed it to be blueprint callable. That's why I had to make it like that. Another thing I'm unhappy about is you can't make a virtual U function. You have to do like a blueprint implementable or blueprint native. So many little idiosyncrasies. Okay, play the game. Son of a bitch. Use it anyway. Building colony data belongs to colony data. Okay, so I guess I don't. Yeah, I guess I don't always. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. F entity if this is valid, yeah. Why am I? Oh, that's the nickname. Yeah. Okay, so I need to like change all these now. I guess that's the only one. Dude, why are all these... How do I get all these generated ones to show up? Is it non-solution items, I suppose? Okay. Okay. And May, welcome. This is maybe better as well. F entity building colony. Include hello. Okay. Just writing code in the find window, you know how it goes. Yes. Where was that? Okay, hang on. We gotta rebuild so I can find that. I think that was... Yeah, that was in here. Okay, found it. Where are you? There you are. Building colony. Building colony entity data. Building colony. Do I need anything else? Okay. I think that's good. F belongs to colony. Yeah, I think that's a fine. use case of it. Okay, will we? I'm gonna hop off here. I got 3 minutes. I gotta hop off. Can I get a building built? That's the question. I'm gonna guess no. I'm gonna guess it's not gonna work. Did you start with Unity, then switch to Unreal? No. Always Unreal. I've been in Unreal for about 3 years now. Okay, build the building. Okay, I have no... Oh yeah, it's there. It's just hard to see. Wow. Oh my god, I did it. I was wrong. I did do it. Wow. Now can I get a colonist to build it? I can't even interact with him. Okay. So the answer would be no, although maybe... Uh-oh, humanoid NPC. Maybe that's why. Why didn't this break before? Because it wasn't loaded, I suppose. Oh yeah. Forgot I renamed it. Nickname. Building. Right. Get entity. Get building. Nickname. Smack that in there. Yeah, just stack all the noodles on top of each other. Steroids or blueprints? Okay, now I can talk to him. Although he does not join my colony. Uh-oh. Okay, we got issues. We've got issues. I don't think I would have broken that right now. Do we ever get here? Hang on, let me... Where my colony? Oh, right. What about, like... It's this one that I want. It's this one. Onboard colonist to colony. Did we get here? I am setting the belongs to colony. And returning true. Something else is... I think the UI is broken then. Hello? Is my cursor? Okay. We'll have to check that out next time. That was actually mostly working though. No, this seems like a different issue. This is like... maybe I didn't test that after some other refactors. Maybe I should have automated tests. No. No, that can't be right. Okay, who is streaming? Who is streaming? Stevie's streaming. We'll go check out what Stevie's up to. I gotta go to work right now, though, so I hope the rest of you have a great day. Go enjoy Stevie's stream for me, please. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. I have a meeting to go to that is soon. So take care, everyone. Goodbye. Maybe I'll see you all tomorrow.